Namaste. Hi. Today I had an idea that I just want to talk out. I don't have to post this as a video. I just want to learn how to talk my things out because I think writing is too slow. And I think I can get this idea out of my head easier if I talk about it. So, way back in the day, I used to teach gesture drawing at the Outreach of the Art Institute or something like that. It was in Schaumburg, near where I lived. And I would go in, and it was beginning nude figure gesture drawing. So these are like 24-year-olds, or what is it, whatever you are when you're in college, probably a first year class, second year class. I'm bad at numbers. So these kids would come in and like, holy shit, wait, really? It's nude? It's like, yeah, that's the class. So it was this crazy kind of, it was a beautiful thing to teach. It was great. But gesture drawings was one of my least favorite things. I personally hated doing it. And it was through my friend Ann Rintz that I even got this job anyways. But it was fun and I loved the students. We were really close in age. But when you're doing gesture drawing, what you're doing is you have a nude model or whatever, but a person in front of you, and they're in a pose, and your job is to capture the essence of that. And so the essence of that, and what do we mean by essence of that? So I'm just looking at my notes. So the essence is that expression behind the form. So the form is the person, right? The form is the movement that they're in, that they've arrested so that you can get it. And getting it is that gestalt of the form, which is them, the body, the physicality of them. But then there's also that essence behind that. And that is that's the basis of all my teaching and all my work is how do you access that essence that's behind the form that animates the form, I guess. Let's put it that way. So I went from that to this idea of when we put ourselves, say for instance, in a gesture of namaste, and we read that in the same way we read that person in my new drawing class, the model, there's an essence that goes behind this gesture. It's not just, it could be just a gesture that you do with no meaning behind it, but if you pull the gesture in, that namaste, that I see you, but you behind the physicality, and that brief recognition in that meeting of someone, namaste, to witness or to provoke or evoke in them the reflection of that radiance that is us on the interior. So you see them, but behind the mask, right? Behind the ego, behind whatever that is, you see that radiant being as such. That's from my friend Andreas. So when you resonate with that, you evoke it in the person, the thing, the situation, the event, the circumstance, whatever is in front of you, you have that superhero power. So that is the idea of a blessing, is a way of perceiving. It's on your end, and it's that idea of using that ability. That is the blessing, and it's got reciprocity, right? It's reflective. What you put that out, it's going to be reflected back. So this moon sequence, see, got to the moon sequence in the end here, is waxing gibbous. I see the moon sees me. And this whole week, bring kindness. Just bring kindness. But first of all, here to yourself. We're so empty and we're trying to give. Doesn't work. Verklempt. But get yourself in that space first. That kindness, that loving kindness. This is like, okay, this is why, Carol, you always had to read, because I get all like, So bring kindness to yourself, right? Then cast your reflection. Then put that out into the world. And that's the sequence, that balancing of kindness towards yourself first. And then you have something to give. Okay, made it through. This book is Seth Godins' The Practice. I've written, look at all over it. I write, here's my notes. So yes, I abuse my books, but I love them. For artists, for creatives, this is phenomenal. It's called The Practice, Seth Godin, and I just ordered another one of his books. He's an amazing resource of validation. All right, wax and gibbous. I owe you still crescent, and I think also first quarter, but it's all kind of coming. So I never really know what I'm going to be saying. Hence, my friend Carrie and Sue saying I ramble, which is true. So I'm done. Okay, bye.